Once you've modeled a landscape, it's time to start planting it with some trees and shrubs. Open the component window. In this case, you can just go ahead and open up the landscape SketchUp file, and it has just one component defined, this tree. If I click the component, it's attached to my cursor. If I click on the landscape, the component is inserted there so that the base of the component is right on the surface. So it's very tedious, but you can go in here and plant trees by clicking one tree at a time on the landscape surface. Fortunately, there are many more efficient ways to do this than by clicking every single tree or shrub that you want to plant. Let's say we want to have a regular array of trees and have a very orderly appearance. I'll move this tree up for clarity in the blue direction. And then I'll make a copy of it in the green direction. And I'll make an array simply by typing a number followed by the letter X to make a number of copies. Then I'd like to select all of those trees, and I can do so quickly by right-clicking here and choosing Select Instances. Then right-click and choose Drop at Intersection. This is drop.rb by Octavian Chiss, or TBD as he's known in the forums. The trees are instantly dropped down to the appropriate elevation where they intersect with the landscape. Really a great time saver. On the other hand, you might want your components to be placed along a path, and we can thank Rick Wilson for his script, Copy Along Path. I'll make a circle right here on this hexagonal foundation, and then I'll just go ahead and delete this surface. What I want is this 12-sided path. I'll go ahead and select it and choose Copy Along Path, Copy to Path Nodes. And then I need to select the group that I want to copy, and I'll just click on this tree, and there we have it, a tree at each one of the nodes around this circle. Alternatively, we could have set a spacing along the path to have a tree every 6 feet, say. The most naturalistic planting plans come from the use of the Component Spray tool by Didier Boer. Once it's loaded, you can find it at the bottom of the Draw menu. This opens up a massive dialog box with tons of options. We need to select at least one component to spray out of this imaginary nozzle. The nozzle shape is set here. I'll stick with this circle. You can go ahead and experiment with all of these different parameters. It's really amazing what he's put into this. Down here, I'm going to change the low scale value to 0.5 so that some of the trees are smaller than the others, and this will create a more natural looking appearance. I'll press the return key and then click a point to locate the center of the circle through which I'm going to be spraying these trees. I'll click again to set the circle radius, and then the trees will appear within this area. So there we have a more natural looking appearance to our planting plan as it's generated algorithmically by this tool. Now it doesn't know about this road, so I'm just going to have to go in here and delete some of these components manually. And perhaps these are a little bit too close together. I can just delete some of the trees like that. And there you have it, 3 different ways for planting trees on a landscape.